Thank you to all followers and friends of Spot On. It's Odola. But don't forget to follow your girl here. Follow me here. Like, share. Please go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you to all followers. New followers. Thank you so much. Yes. We talk sports here, and thanks to all those who following me and the comments received. Of course, we also work on the comments. Criticism, feedback. Just keep them coming in, and would look at it and see what can be done. Yes, yesterday we were here and we're speaking about Atletico Madrid's deep in form after the painful loss to Real Madrid, and we're spot on. But before we go across, I want to say homeland, and homeland here is Nigeria. We were at the FA Cup matches, and FA Cup here in Nigeria is also just like other climes. But we had Armenia Bielefeld defeating Leverkusen for by Leverkusen for who the thing they would say that title, but Coach Alonso, I don't know what happened. They lost the game at this, and they beat Bayern Munich with their out, and Armenia would play Stuttgart at the final. On the, I think May 24th in Germany. But here in Nigeria, we're still on, and well, there were so many interesting results. But of course, the victory of Beyond Limits, yeah, I think Beyond Limits, who actually won promotion to the NPFL. Yeah, that's the Nigerian Premier Football League in Nigeria, but couldn't take up their position because of some, framework. There's some framework. They had to give up their slots. But now they've shown their mettle and they defeated Rivers United, currently second on a log year in Nigeria. So if you want to finish, Rivers United just could not muster enough. That's what we have cups, the FA Cups, all over the world. We have these shocks. Look at what happened in Germany just 2 days ago. So it will keep happening, and the same thing happening in Nigeria. Beyond limits, beating Rivers United, and it was such a good win for them. So, but they now go ahead. I think they'll be facing Ikoro City. Yes. So they'll be facing Ikoro City. These draws, I don't know how they script them. And Ikoro City also one of the new clubs came through the NNL to in Lagos are doing very well from Lagos. So Beyond Limits, of course, from Ogun State. Yeah, so Beyond Limits, of course, owned by the same ownership with Remo Stars of the Kenya. So let us see what happens in the next round of 16 tie here in Nigeria, the FA Cup. So the interesting, well, we had so many results, but of course, just picking that was so, was inspiring, and it just shows that, sports can be leveler. It doesn't matter if you're the champion, just like what happened in Germany. Liverpool, ask Liverpool now. When they lost, I couldn't believe it. Losing to Liverpool, So that's just how it is in England. So of course, the only battle, Rangers. That's why they are four from current champions in Nigeria. Were able to defeat Atlanta, but Noble Stars still haven't. It's seem to forget. Noble Stars of Makurdi losing out again, and let's wait and see how that goes. The Golden City have to rally back. They were down, but they came back to win Crown FC, and yeah, the Golden City Cole Yusuf and Nigeria there rescuing them. So the Golden City will go on, but that's just the club. But another thing that's what you have mentioned is that the defending champions, Academy Warriors, are out. They're out. They were beaten by by now. They have been struggling. Eva, I keep saying it, most successful Nigerian football side, men's side, but they've not been their best this season. Yeah, some of you said they went to the CAF Confed, they came back empty-handed, and they've been struggling even in the league here in Nigeria. So, but they were able to defeat Academy Warriors. So that means we have a new champion here in the FA Cup in Nigeria. A new champion will emerge because the Academy Warriors current champions are out. So for the 16 out of 16 tires, interesting tires, yeah. But it's looking for because we have this all MPFL encounter. That's the Better Insurance Play Rangers that will tough on both sides. Yes. Another one is Nassau United, who are also in the box, but they play by Elsa United. So I think those are the only two um, all and the PFL fixtures. The other fixtures are a mixture of lower division and the teams playing here. Ikoyi City, for instance, Austin Beyond Limits, Solution, and Kwara United, Plateau United with Oshun United. So those are the mixture. So Enyimba, we have fixture against Abakaliki FC. Let's see how it goes. What, of course, as it is, you can't call anything. It's a cup, every cup, and anything can happen. As we've seen here in Nigeria, even across the sea. So fine. Let's go straight to our team of today. And I was talking about duty of care, and apparently Coach Mourinho hasn't learned his lesson. Why would you go and do that? Why? Who does that? That action just overshadowed Osimhen's achievements. He scored 2 goals, penalty, and Osimhen, of course, we know that in Nigeria when he came just last week, when he came for the qualifiers, and he scored the 3 goals, and Nigeria scored over the 2 matches against 2 in Rwanda, and of course the one that was scored in New Year, Nigeria, which wasn't enough. Zimbabwe were able to get the equalizer, and now puts World Cup qualification in jeopardy. We're not too sure. We're not sure, but we keep doing our best. Let's see. Well, anyway, Osimhen scored 3 goals. So continuing that same form, before he came, he scored a hat trick. Yeah, before coming for the international break, yeah, he scored a hat trick and came and then continued that form, scoring against Fenerbahce, but it was a cup, Turkish cup. But I don't know why the Fenerbahce Coach Mourinho would just, someone use that, opposite number. What he sees people shaking their opposite number or just ignore each other, which is not sportsmanship anyway. That's not sportsmanship, you know. But Mourinho went and did. So let's wait and see. I know I like what the vice president of uh, that Sarah was saying, even saying that look, even Fenerbahce, Fenerbahce should punish him. Even Fenerbahce should punish him. Yes. So not just that's not putting for talking chef, I'm sure they'll do something. But even his own club should let him know that this is not right. You do not go about pinching other coaches or other, and okay, for me, he did the same thing 2011 with this assistant coach of Barca when he was in charge at Madrid. The same thing, he puts his hands in the eye. Why would you do that? You know, I think it was coach, assistant coach Tito also, you know, why would you do that? 2011, the same behavior. And that's what, and why I always stress why sports people generally, you know, because people are watching us all over the world. People are watching you. Young people. How would you expect them to react to that kind of behavior? Help my mind is like, oh yes. So why would I was. Sometimes you can't blame the players because that's the example that the coach has set. I'm not against Coach Mourinho. Because something is bad, it's bad. What was bad, and I don't know how long we banned for. But I respect the ban to be heavy. He does settle on the league when they played Fenerbahce in the just last time when they played the league, and a referee had to be for outside Turkey had to be invited to come and referee a match all because of this kind of thing. The referee was invited outside. I think it was from Slovenia also. And I said, yes, the referee did very well. No one should be like that. And so please, authorities, even his own, even his, as the official of Galatasaray was saying, even his own people, Fenerbahce should punish him. You don't go about doing that is wrong. That's in fact it just put a shadow on Osimhen's that he scored 2 goals, and he didn't even that was what nobody was talking about that again was what happened after the match. Okay. Well, yesterday we had the derby in England, the Merseyside derby, and thank God it was peaceful this time around. Morning they finished. Of course, another matter there about red card should be shown, the Everton man, and like at least Liverpool won the match. It looks bad. It looks a bad tackle. I saw it. You know, but the fact that Everton and Liverpool won the match, and thankfully, McAllister got it was no, maybe it could have been worse. So and that's why this PGM in England. the way they officiate sometimes, you have this double standard. We Arsenal fans are saying that Arsenal feel done by. Players have done things that Arsenal players have done, and they get away with it. But let us now, or any other. Okay, let's start with because anyway, Liverpool have their 12 points gap back. They once led it badly, and they had it ever since the noise for the first time in how many games losing. So and yeah, losing. But tonight, about Chelsea hosting Tottenham, and I dare say that it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Chelsea haven't played since they lost to Arsenal. Yeah, they lost 1-0. So they make Mourinho go. So they've had time to rest very well. Mm. So Tottenham to have rested anyway. But it's going to be interesting to see. But looking at what happened before the break, it's not a draw. I see a Chelsea win. Confidently saying that because Tottenham have also struggled this season. They've struggled out and good, out and good. So Chelsea too, at the point, I think that's what we say. As well, they were trying to buy for, but now Chelsea have also dropped and their form dropped. Palmer's form dipped and since then Chelsea have injuries of course. But let's wait and see what happens today. Whether their players are possibly back from injury and we'll see what happens. But I think Chelsea win there or will draw, maybe a draw if Tottenham because last time I think it was 4-3. Yeah, it was 4-3 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Chelsea still beat them at home. Before it was a thriller, 7-goal thriller. But let us see tonight. Okay, so yes, we talked about yesterday and Barcelona did the business. As I said, Atletico still have this mental. They seem not to have recovered, even though their coach was posted up in fight, posting up in bold face. I said, oh no, because one of the players apologized. So we did that badly. But that's lost to Real Madrid. The penalty loss is still very and it will be painful. In the mind they lost that match. I do that, but they have to heal fast because they're still shout outs in the La Liga, so they have to start winning the way they were winning before. To push Madrid, push Barcelona at top of the table, and of course in the Madrid, that's the Italian Cup. It so happened. Abraham, then of course Inter Milan. But let's wait and see. So AC Milan can do something that they've not done in a long time, which is having three victories over Inter in one season. For the time, but Inter Milan like one they kept winning, but AC Milan beat them twice this year. So if they can win next week, or I mean when they play next, the second leg, then AC Milan will have like a bit of revenge, right? But whatever we see. But it's always very tough. We said it's derbys because you expect that Inter Milan will win easily based on current form. Inter Milan, of course, current champions, defending champions in Italy, and they are doing very well. Ask Napoli, Atlanta isn't far enough. But Inter Milan on top, and you think, but they have to come from the end to get that draw against AC Milan in their stadium, their share stadium anyway. They still share San Siro. So let's go and see what happens in the second leg. And of course, shout out to I was talking about it in my other video about the Nigeria Delta Sports Festival. It's a good thing for us here in Nigeria. And I've spoken extensively about that. Just watch my other video about the fact that we need to let sports grow. And let's Bogo, current world Olympic champion in 200 meters, said it all. I will have been a criminal. I quote him. Like I said. So sports will give you life. You earn from it. And it will also make you a good example. Your loved ones, and you can leave a lasting legacy, which is what Leslie is doing now. Tebugo, chosen as the World Kids Athletic Ambassador by IAF. That's great. So of course we have our own athletes here too, but this all just comes to mind, being that it's the current. We did something nobody, no African had ever done it, winning the 200 meters gold in Paris last year. So thank you so much for following. Spot on. So don't forget to follow me here, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you to all those who will be commenting, and I want to at this point stop my tracks. Oh, let's my boots. I bid you farewell. We'll talk soon. You can be sure we'll be back. Sports never stops. Spot on.